Hello, everyone. I want to very quickly talk about the importance of explaining yourself, and especially from a young age, when your parents tell you, explain yourself, you know. Let me tell you why. When you explain yourself, you think about who you are, and if you communicate it either on the page or whatever, you somehow reflect, you see that you have a choice in explaining yourself. You have a choice in saying who you are. If you did not, guys, explaining is a mental ability to recreate idea. You're always capable of recreating ideas. You're always capable of discovering and exploring and bringing about creativity. You see, there's cause and effect, and we have been really firmly given this by the scientific community. And simply Newton's apple. Newton's apple was the first scientist, I think. But to continue, when you look at yourself, you look at what you are and what you're becoming, and you analyze yourself. Therefore, you see if you are doing something that is inefficient to your life or efficient. In other words, you see that you're not making the same bad habit. So let's create a bad habit right now. What's a really bad habit someone could have? Being so occupied by a distraction, whether if it's a substance or an idea or a game, to the degree that you are not involved in life. It's as if you think life owes you involvement. No, you choose how involved you want to be with life. You choose how many voices you want to hear in a day. You choose the information you work with and you receive. You create the definitions that open up worlds of learning. If your definitions are flawed, then you might not be that interested in your life. If you think you have no ambition, that's because the story you've been telling yourself has not been an interesting one. You need to look at ideas that interest you to the level that you could be doing it all the time, especially with the society we have developing, with especially the financial systems now. Therefore, self-awareness is simply the cure to anything we are unconsciously keeping as a problem. If I was someone who told you as a kid, for example, let's create a hypothetical situation. Someone told you elephants are stupid, for example. Let's say if someone said that to you, or donkeys are stupid. They said that. Imagine every elephant you see, you have in your mind, oh my God, elephants are so stupid, You're like, literally, it's why? So therefore, some ideas are programmed that way. They are conditioned. In other words, not that you are conditioned by media to have some of their ideas in how you recreate yourself to be a person in your mental mirror. You are choosing who you want to see in this life. You are choosing who is standing on the mirror. That is free will. Choose well. Choose not to see suffering that makes people incapable, but suffering that's learned from. Human beings are learning from each other. That's how we are evolving. We have to take care of each other and really be aware of what the other is to learn from ourselves. In other words, the first human being, again, you're learning from is you, and then you are learning from other human beings. But if the first person you're learning from is not you, it is simply, how would I say it? It's simply it's as if seeing the reflection first in the mirror and thinking that's you, rather than actually seeing you can change the reflection. That's all I'm saying. You are a creative individual in a collective canvas, in a collective presence. We are not disconnected. We are only disconnected by our ideas and physical solidified bodies that open up a dimension of duality. We are not stuck in hell or heaven. It is not about hell or heaven. This is simply the brush we are given in life. And as you explore this brush, that is your human experience and idea and its evolution, you have an exciting day. You have one of those days where you're like, okay, let's see the peak of human evolution and seeing how we can become more aware. You've been learning things as a child, see the peak of it. I think it was, I hope I'm not wrong, but the Prophet Muhammad, who I think said that seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. This came from a religious text. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. So that means religious people are not lost. It doesn't mean they're suddenly no longer curious about what they are. It simply means they've set their views high on what they are. They understand how we are multidimensional to the sense that the idea of ourselves has a place to go just as much as our physical sense. We are, in my view, multi-dimensional paintbrushes that are drawing existence, that are drawing life. We are not objects. You create your experience. Do not objectify everything to a degree that you're an object that is waiting for his own hands, to move it. And let clarity come to you because it was there in the first place. You were a clear human being, then you got weird ideas. So, I hope this has been helpful, and life is always appreciated by everyone. Thank you.